Amazon Avengers Assemble. Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. Another dodgy review of another dodgy product. This time it's the Lego Infinity Gauntlet from the Avengers movies. The reason we got this is because my little boy is having a bit of a bedroom upgrade and he's going from farm animals to superheroes. So it's Marvel themed, and I kind of said to my wife that I'd like to get him a couple of little Lego bits from his room, just to kind of like a decorated piece. He's got like a high shelf that we'd like to put some bits on. So after we had a look through all of the different sets, we decided on nothing too big, because he's already got a lot of toys, a lot of stuffed animals anyway. So we thought something kind of that kept with the theme, that wasn't something that he'd always want to play with, and something not too big. And so then we decided on the Infinity Gauntlet, which is perfect for what we wanted. It's not massive, don't take up much space, it fits with the theme amazing, and it just looks great. And he ain't going to want to play with it. It's not a spaceship, it's not, you can't see minifigures or anything like that. So the main bits of the ordering was, we placed the order on the 26th of August. And it arrived on the 2nd of September, so just over a week. That's not bad. Like we said in our previous video, Saturn V nearly took 20 days, 21 days. So 10 days is not bad. So the official Lego set, 76191, has 590 pieces and costs £80. So it's not a bad price actually. It's quite high, the price for the amount of pieces, but bear in mind a lot of them are gold. So again, that adds increased price and licenses. And it's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be this tall. It's almost hand-sized. Bit weird. So yes, it costs £80 from Lego on their website as we speak. And we paid, including taxes and shipping, £17.34. So about, I don't know, a quarter of the price? Perfect. I didn't build this one myself, to be honest. As I was building Saturn V, my wife took over on this one because she enjoys like building Lego as well. And kind of, I do get most of the fun out of building all these sets because a lot of the stuff I buy for myself. So it's quite nice for her to have a little bit of a build on it. It went together relatively well. There were a couple of hiccups that she was getting a bit annoyed about. There was one incorrect piece. We got the right piece, but we got the wrong side. So what we got is one of those. I'm not really sure what it's called. Let's put it there so you can see it. But what we needed was the other way. So we needed the long side on this half. And that goes, so if you can see just here, there's a little one that sticks out here, and there isn't on this side. So luckily for us, it's not a piece you'd even notice, to be fair. Like I always say with these AliExpress sets, you've got to think outside the box. If you miss a part, don't just instantly think you can't build your set. Have a look through the other bags in the set. It might be that there's an extra one further down the line, or if you have a look, and if it's integral, you need it for this part, and you have to have it, and you have a look through the bag and there's one more in the bag, but you need that one for later, use that piece now, because you might not 100% need it later, if you know what I mean. I've done that with a couple of sets. What did I do it with? Millennium Falcon. There was a couple of bits on that I borrowed from further down and moved some blocks around. Hence why the gun on the top doesn't move around. And what else? There was something else on that one as well. Because you're saving ridiculous amounts of money. If you're lucky to get one of these sets and it's missing one piece, you're okay. As long as it's not, let's say, one of the coloured stones. I think I'd be annoyed at that. I'd probably go on eBay and spend £1 or £2 to get the correct set, the correct piece to kind of finish the set. But when it's something as little as one of the little tags underneath here, you're not going to notice. So yes, that was that. There was a couple of issues in the manual, but I will show you that in a minute on the little build video, because Jen recorded all this whilst she was building it for me. Like I said, because I was on the Saturn V. There was one bit where the instructions are totally wrong. I'm not sure what part it is, but you'll see it in a minute, which took us a little bit of thinking. Unfortunately, I'd had a beer that night, so my head wasn't really getting around it, and I couldn't visualise on how it went together. But after about 10 minutes, we got there, and it was fine. All in all, I think it's a great set. So what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to cut to the little montage of it turning up and the videos that Jen made as she was building it, to kind of give you a heads up. Okay, so as you can see, it took a couple of hours in an evening and then a couple of hours the next morning. Mainly because it's quite a fiddly set to put together. It's quite strong. Let's say it's not going anywhere. One thing I like about it is all of the fingers are movable. I got told off for doing that the other day. All of the fingers are movable. You can make it look as realistic as you want, which is great. I love stuff like that, especially with a hand as well. You can't have like fully straight fingers; it would just wouldn't look right. That's the one. So the manual, again, no picture. I think I've been quite spoilt recently because I've had quite a few with the pictures on. At least this one has a number. I'm not sure what that number means because the Apollo one didn't have anything front or back. The menu itself, it's quite well laid out. It's quite clear on what you do, apart from them couple of places where it's wrong. But again, you're saving 3/4 of the price. You can't really moan, really. And the gold parts are really shiny. I was actually really impressed with those. So I'll do a little spin round for you. So it's detailed on the front and back. And for the purposes of what we need it, just going on the shelf in my little boy's Marvel-themed bedroom that we'll be doing in the next couple of weeks, it's perfect. Honestly, I would really recommend it. I'll say this every time. I don't think I've had a set where I wouldn't recommend it. The only one actually, maybe, is the Winnie the Pooh treehouse. Only because I just don't really like the set. And it was a Christmas present for Jen, because she loves Winnie the Pooh. So that's not really my cup of tea. But like something like this, I think it's amazing. And obviously all of the NASA ones behind me as well, and Star Wars, I love that as well. So would I recommend it? Of course I would. I always recommend it every single time, definitely. Honestly, it's just a no-brainer. If you want something like this for your little one's room, obviously it's not a set to be played with. I wouldn't class any AliExpress Lego set as a set to be played with, just because sometimes you get loose fitting pieces, and it's just not worth the stress, to be honest. But if you like building Lego and then putting it on a shelf, admiring it and having it as like a piece, definitely right up there. So any hints, tips or recommendations, guys, please leave them down below. UCS X-Wing here to build. We are going to be ordering a set in a couple of weeks. Assembly Square. Like I've said in videos recently, I've ordered that set 4 times now. First time they strung me along for nearly a month and said they sent it and then cancelled, so I got my money back. Second time they cancelled it after about 2 or 3 days. And the third time, I can't 100% remember, but it did get cancelled. Again, get your money back every single time. You don't ever get scammed. It's just, that just becomes almost like my Eleanor set, to quote Gone in 60 Seconds. It's the set that I want the most, but I can't seem to get. But this is going to be the month now where I order it, and I continuously order it until I get it. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be coming on the channel. We have come up with some ideas of how to store more sets. So we're going to create a modular scene on an IKEA shelf in our living room. We've already got one up there, but we're going to put one down below just for modular sets. So it's going to be like a whole shop frontage, uptown kind of thing. Again, that will be coming probably early in the new year. So as I said earlier, any hints, tips or recommendations, please leave them down below. If you are looking for a set or you want help buying it from a particular person, from a shop, let me know. I probably couldn't send you the link for this because the shop's probably already closed down. But what I will do is I'll have a look on there, and if I was to buy this set again, I would find a shop that I would be happy dealing with, and then what I would do is I'll just send you a link. Unfortunately, I do have a little bit of a delay getting back to people just because this is my hobby. I have a full-time job and a little boy, and all of the stuff that goes with that. It takes up a lot of my time. So I will get back to you eventually. It may not be straight away. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you again soon.